Hi, today we are going to be taking a look at what's this little thing, you might ask, if you didn't know what it is already. It's actually a reusable metal hookah foil screen. Now this is a small one. They do make them in a larger size. This one's like a small or a mini size, you could call it. And then they made like a medium large one. So as you can see what it looks like, front, back, or bottom, top, if you want to call it that way. It's actually pretty cool. So if you let me grab it for a second here. What did I just put on? That's just the dumbest thing I had in right in front of me too. Ah, here they go. So if you don't know hookah foils, which are pretty much pre-cut pieces of, why am I not getting one out? There we go. Tin foil. You know, these are one-time use, disposable, pre-cut pieces of tin foil that you usually would use if you can find it at your local tobacco retail store dealer or online. A hookah punch. You know, so you just stamp it and you punch out the little holes, or otherwise you could use, most commonly, a toothpick to sit there and like punch out all the little holes right there. So instead of taking time out, you know, lining up over the bowl and then, you know, punching out the holes, or like I said, use the little hookah hole puncher that I just showed you, that little yellow thing. You can use one of these, which is excellent. Let me bring my hookah over here into view. So they already have the holes pre-punched out for you. It's a reusable metal hookah screen, they call it. It's not a wind screen, okay, but it's a hookah screen to what they call it. And what you do is you put it on top of the bowl like this, and then you actually would bend down these little tabs. So the tabs, you do bend down. Now a little trick that I like to do is actually bend them on a hard surface. So I'm going to actually bend them on my floor off camera, because you really can't bend them with your hands. To tell you the truth, they are a bit stiff. So I recommend doing it on a flat surface like a countertop, maybe a kitchen table, or on the floor. If you have carpet floors, do not do that. Like I said, if you have carpet floors, countertop, kitchen table. But if you have linoleum floors or tile floors or whatever, just a weathered flat surface, you could do it on there. Or stay outside, do it on the stairs in front of your sidewalk. Because these ones are pretty tight that you can't really bend with your hands. So as you can see, now that I did get a crimp in there, which I did crimp it a little bit to bend it, now I can re-bend it with my hands. But initially, when they're all, you know, flat like this, you want to put it on a hard surface to get that bend in there. And it feels like if you bend it too many times, it will snap. Like this one right here feels like it's going to snap for some reason. So do not over bend it, do not over tighten it. You just want enough where it's going to kind of clip onto the bowl a bit. And just a couple key sections here. It's not supposed to sit super tight, it's just supposed to sit in there. So there's a little indentation on the bottom. Yeah, I messed up. There's a little recess indentation on the top to put your coal on there. And then it kind of goes down, as you can see from this side, to kind of pat the HOOKAH-SHiSHA, which is the hookah tobacco in there. Now I'll show you how good it draws. So you never need to really go use foils again. Let me get this on there. Give it a second. So as you can already tell, here's one that I always use a bit. There's some burnt stuff on HOOKAH-SHiSHA hookah tobacco. But as you can tell what I mean by, you know, sitting there, putting the foil on, then, you know, punching out all the little holes. As you see this, how easy it was, take the thing, drop it on there, put the coals on there, and hey, you're ready to go and smoke your hookah. Like I said, you know, when you first get out of the package, as you saw, it takes a little bit of time. You gotta bend all those little foil tabs, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. I thought there might have been 6, but there's 5. And they stay on blow pretty good. So let's get smoke going here. As you can hear, it draws okay, but I think my coals might be dying out a bit. Or I don't have enough tobacco in there. But I believe my problem is I don't have enough water in my base. Right there. That's probably the problem. I'm kind of underfill it because I have ice in here, so I figured, you know, with the level that the ice would melt at, it would actually be too much water in there. Instead, I kind of miscalculated at the ratio that the ice is melting, that there's actually not enough water in there. Yeah, so that's kind of my bad. I should have added a little bit more water in there. But as you can tell, there is smoke coming from here. There would be a lot more of a heavier puff of smoke coming out here if I add a little bit more water. So you know what? Give me a second to go and get some water for it. I recommend if you're going to take it off, please use the tongs. Don't use your hands. I'm just taking it off so I don't have any ash coming down my hands. It might have little pieces of unburnt hot embers. Not unburnt, but pieces of hot embers in my hand. So yeah. I'm just going to add a little bit more water in here. I hope that's not too much water. Okay, let's give it a minute to heat that up. And it should work fine now. Nope. I could definitely tell that it's a connection on one of my grommets here. Probably the one to the base that connects the stem to the base. That one is worn out, so that's why I'm not getting that good of a smoke to it. But as you could tell before, it does work. Is it worth it? Yes. It's only going to cost you between, let's see if the camera can float this a bit, 99 cents and like maybe $1.99, so the most you're paying is $2 for this. It's pretty much a one-time deal, unless you know you want to get a couple of them, which I recommend, just in case you lose them or after a while they wear out or anything. Also check out HOOKAH-SHiSHA.com or -com, and you know, so all these links will be down below on the website. All the links to these websites, so you know, HOOKAH-SHiSHA.com and info at HOOKAH-SHiSHA.com and 1-800-HOOKAHs 466-5247. All that will be linked down below in the description section. So in the description for all these web links. Okay, remember to rate, subscribe, and leave a comment. Alright, thanks, bye.